We've got the Kia Telluride and the Toyota Highlander, and they're battling it out in our comparison today.
Well, the thing is, the Telluride is the hot newbie on the scene, and the
it
Highlander has been out for many years. So let's get into it.
The Highlander comes with a 3.5-liter V6 engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission. It has 295 horsepower and 263 pound-feet of torque. Toyota also offers a hybrid option with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine paired to Toyota's hybrid system and produces 243 horsepower.
The Telluride uses a large engine. It's a 3.8-liter V6 with an 8-speed automatic transmission, but it's down on power compared to the Highlander. It has 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, I would say they're both pretty equal in power. I mean, the numbers differ a tiny bit, but lots of power in both of them.
Yeah, more than enough. Now, it's going to be interesting when we get to the fuel economy of both to see how they compare. People don't buy 7 or 8 passenger SUVs for superior handling. You're moving around a lot of people in a big vehicle. However, when you're behind the wheel of the Telluride, it doesn't drive as big as it looks. It's an imposing looking vehicle, but it is quite easy to drive. In fact, its boxy design is easy for people to see the edges of the vehicle for maneuvering and parking.
The Highlander has a comfortable and smooth ride. It takes corners with ease, and the V6 engine doesn't disappoint. It accelerates quickly and offers plenty of power when you need it.
Now, this is the handling segment, but it's about having hands not off the wheel. When you put the Telluride in its cruise control setting, its lane keep assist and its autonomous driving is unbelievably accurate to the point where you could take your hands off the wheel. It's that good. So I know this is the handling department, but that's one thing I think where the Kia excels is kind of a semi-autonomous system.
I thought they both handled very well. We do a lot of city driving. They both don't feel like they're 7, 8 passenger vehicles. And I think that's a real positive because people who do a lot of city driving and are parallel parking, I think you can do it with confidence.
So this latest Toyota Highlander is a handsome looking vehicle. I think the previous model might have been a little bit more rugged looking. It does come with LED headlamps and 18-inch wheels. 20-inch wheels are available on the top 3 trims. The moonroof and the power tailgate are standard on the middle XLE trim, and a panoramic sunroof and power tailgate with a kick sensor is only available on the top limited trim.
The Telluride has a rugged and boxy look to it with standard LED headlights and 18-inch wheels. This night sky trim we tested comes with a black grille, black accents throughout, black roof rails, and 20-inch black alloy wheels. It kind of has a Range Rover vibe to it. Other trims have the chrome grille and chrome accents throughout. The base model comes with a power liftgate and sunroof, but if you want the dual sunroof, you have to move up one from the base model. So keep in mind when we talk about standard features, that is on the base model of the Canadian trim, which is all-wheel drive, and it's called the EX trim, which is kind of the middle trim for you in the US. The base model in the US doesn't come with all these standard features. It doesn't even come with LED headlights. It's actually halogen lights, and that's where there have been some complaints about those lights, not about the LED headlights, that they're just not bright enough.
So still to come, we're going to get into the fuel economy, the pricing, our final thoughts, a whole bunch more. But what we want you to do is follow Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea for Andrea and Motormouth_Auto for me. And the links are below. So Andrea puts out this exact same comparison the day before the video drops. And then we take some of your comments and read them out.
I think the Telluride looks amazing and does have some great new tech in it, but the proven reliability and resale value of the Toyota makes it hard to buy the Kia. And then there's the Highlander Hybrid. This vehicle also has a waiting list depending on the package, and it gets better fuel economy than a Corolla. Hands down would do the Highlander Hybrid. What would you choose?
We need a combined vehicle, meaning the hybrid of Toyota with size and interior space of Telluride.
I would probably choose the Kia Telluride. So far, I've been hearing good reviews about its reliability and being a great buy. That's the only key thing that has always made me lean towards a Toyota brand. But the downside is availability. When I'm really on a buying mood, I want it to be available now.
They are both great vehicles, but I'd pick the Kia Telluride. Great value for the money and great practicality.
So we're not comparing the hybrid today, but boy, is it ever a great vehicle, and the fuel economy is amazing. Hey, maybe the Telluride will come out with a hybrid one day.
We'll have to wait and see. Oh, by the way, I'm going to put the links to the long reviews below, and I'll throw in there the Highlander Hybrid, so you can watch that one as well. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel.
The Highlander base model comes standard with an 8-inch touchscreen, a 4.2-inch driver display, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, heated front fabric seats, a second row bench seat that slides and reclines, and the third row lies flat and also reclines. Soft-Tech seats are standard on the middle trim and leather on the top trim. Driver seat memory, heated and ventilated front seats, and leather seats are all standard on the top 2 trims.
Now with the Highlander, most come with 8 seats except for the XSE and Platinum trims. They offer standard 7 seats. Those are the captain's chairs. If you're interested in the large 12.3-inch touchscreen, head-up display, captain's chairs, and heated second row seats, you can add the Platinum package to that limited trim. It's $2,300. This all comes standard if you do get the top Platinum trim. As for a heated steering wheel and wireless charging, it's standard on that limited trim.
The Telluride comes standard with a 10.25-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless phone charger, a heated leather-wrapped steering wheel, 8-passenger seating, and heated front seats. Just one up from the base model will get you leather seats, driver's seat memory, a Harman Kardon sound system, and 8-passenger seating. The top 2 trims have 7-passenger seating with captain's chairs, heated second row seats, ventilated front and second row seats, head-up display, and Napa leather seats.
However, if you compare Platinum trim on the Highlander to the SX Limited trim on the Telluride, the Kia is priced $245 higher than the Highlander. In the United States, it's the other way around. If you get the Telluride SX trim plus the Prestige package, the Highlander Platinum is actually more expensive by just over $2,300. Now, the Telluride, I think, comes with more standard features, like the big screen they have.
I know.
It's standard on all of them.
Yeah.
Wireless charging, it's standard on all of them. LED headlamps, standard on all of them. Heated steering wheel, all of these things.
I know.
One up from the base, you get leather seats.
Yep.
You get the turn signal cameras projected onto the monitor in the middle of the dashboard.
Yep.
And then you get the dual panel roof. Hello.
I know, it's pretty amazing. There's such great value at the Telluride. If you are on a budget, you just get so much more for your money. But if you go up to the higher trims like the Toyota Highlander Platinum, and then you go to the high trim on the Telluride, there's really not that much of a difference between them. So I think the key is those base models. The Telluride offers so much more, as you said, Zach.
Now, one of the things is the screens are so important these days, right? So the bigger screen on the Highlander is 12.3 inches.
Yeah.
However, the Telluride's screen is a standard 10.25 on all trims. So unless you get that top Platinum you mentioned, you're getting an 8-inch head unit from the Highlander.
That's the problem with it. I have an issue that I can get an 8-inch touchscreen in the Toyota Corolla hatchback, but in the Highlander, I also get an 8-inch touchscreen, and it's the top trims that offer the bigger screen. That's not right, Toyota. Offer a 10.25-inch on the base models, and then on the top trims, add the 12.3-inch. I'd be happy with that.
Get on it.
So the Kia Telluride is longer, wider.
It's bigger.
It's bigger. So the second row in the Highlander is very comfortable, but the Kia offers more space, and it goes the same with the third row and the cargo area.
I think it is. You think if you look at the numbers, it's not that much of a difference when you actually look at but in real practical terms, getting in and out of them, I just think the Kia feels so much bigger.
Yeah, it definitely feels wider, much more open because it is taller. There is one thing about the Highlander though, when you have the third row folded down, the cargo space is actually bigger in the Highlander than it is on the Telluride. But I think if you've got a 7 or 8 seater vehicle and you need that, you're going to have all seats in use most of the time. So the winner in that department is the Telluride.
The Kia Telluride in the US is available with a base LX front-wheel drive, and it starts at just over $32,000 US. The first Canadian model is the EX all-wheel drive, and it starts at just over 46,000 Canadian. The top trim is the SX Limited Night Sky. That's the one we're test driving, and it's just over $55,500.
There is a base model front-wheel drive Highlander in Canada. It is just over $40,500. The all-wheel drive LE base model is almost $44,000, and the top platinum trim is $54,450.
The Kia Telluride is bigger and doesn't get the same fuel economy as the Highlander. It's rated at 12.6 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 9.7 on the highway. That works out to 19 miles per gallon city and 24 miles per gallon highway.
The Highlander gets great fuel economy at 11.8 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway. That's 20 miles per gallon city, 27 miles per gallon highway.
We've thrown in the Highlander Hybrid just for fun as a comparison. It's amazing, really. That vehicle gets 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 6.8 on the highway. That's an amazing 35 miles per gallon city and 35 miles per gallon highway.
Both the Telluride and Highlander tow up to 5,000 pounds. When it comes to warranty, the Kia has a good one, 5 years or 100,000 kilometers, and the Toyota has 3 years or 60,000 kilometers.
Now, regular viewers of this channel know I'm always recommending Toyotas because of resale value. I call it the bank of Toyota.
Yeah.
You put your money in, and then when you sell or trade in your vehicle, you get a lot of that money back. But there's something crazy going on. It's like cats and dogs getting along. Andrea did some research on this, and the Highlander is very good, but it isn't the winner.
Yeah, Kelley Blue Book in the United States gave the Kia Telluride 2021 model the best resale value category. And one of the reasons for it is because it is so popular. There are no incentives on it. It's difficult to get, so it has retained its value. When it comes to the Toyota Highlander, with a very high resale value as well. So here these two are battling it out.
Yeah, there's really no downside to either of them.
No.
I don't see the Telluride lack of availability changing. We've seen all kinds of shortages in the auto market.
Yeah.
So that's a good buy, and you can not go wrong with the bank of Toyota. I would be happy with the Highlander because I know I've got a Toyota, it's going to work, it does the job. However, something about the Telluride speaks to me. I just think the design is better,
Right.
and I like all those standard features.
I'm going to quote one of our Instagram followers. He basically said, when I look at a Telluride on the road, I say to my wife, wow, look at that Telluride. There's never a time where I say, wow, look at that Highlander. So I think it's the presence on the road. It's the exterior styling, and the one that we test drove with the Night Sky or the Nightfall that you get in the US with all that black trim. It just looks like a beast on the road.
All right, we mentioned it earlier. The links are below if you want to watch the full-length reviews of the Telluride, of the Highlander, and I'll put the Highlander Hybrid in there as well, so please go and watch those.
Yeah.
And please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We drop these every single week. That's
Yeah.
going to be over 50 comparisons in the year, Drea.
Yeah, that you can cross shop and decide what you want to buy. We're here to help you with these comparisons. So subscribe, follow along on Instagram
And when will we see them again?
next week.